Hello everybody, this is Willie Vega from That Guitar Show. I just thought I'd give some people an inside view of what takes place here at my place, my little workstation here that I use for my videos, guitar lessons, and gear demos and what have you. This here's one of my skulls that I use for props. I put pedals in front of it and take photos and stuff and what have you. On this side over here, I've got one of my guitars, and then I've got my audio interface right there, the Profire 2424. Underneath, I've got my Hot Rod DeVille, 212 Hot Rod DeVille, computer. And then again, this stuff here. On this side, oh, actually, can't forget. Look at that. Why? It's James Tiberius Kirk. That's right. There's a strong geek component to That Guitar Show. Make it so. And on this side, going around, more artwork and stuff. And then I got, ooh, what's this? Who is that fellow? Why, it's none other than Ozzy Osbourne. Little bobblehead on this side, see? And then we've got a little PV amplifier. And then my hard to see Super 60. Couple of guitars, you know, my red Telecaster, Brownsville, and that's about it. A view of the city. Well, the part that I live in anyway. And transmission. Alright, now here I am. I'm going to be making a little jam track, and I'm doing it for one of my funk lessons. And when I do that, the first thing I always reach for is I go inside my library here of drum loops and bass loops and all that crap. And the first thing I reach for is my Beta Monkeys drum collection. This here's a funk one, because today's rhythm is going to be a funk pattern. Alright, the next thing I do is, after I choose a beat, is I go for a bass line. But first, let's do that beat. Alright, so once I have the disc inside my computer, I load up my software and I start to preview the loops on the CD to see which one's going to work for me. Alright, and this takes a little while because you want to get the right beat. I think about 105 BPMs will work for this one. But you never know. That could change at any moment. So let's start checking out some beats, shall we? Surely. I like the sound of that one already. So I load that up, and then what I do is, once it's in here, it's going to be 2 bars worth. So what I want to do is I want to stretch it out. First, let me minimize it, make it smaller, and make it bigger like this. And you just stretch it out. Alright. Let's see, how long is that then? That's about 8 minutes long. And that's way longer than I need, so that's good. We'll keep that one. Next, I'm going to program the bass, and I'm going to do that with this guy here, my little Novation Midicon from almost 20 years ago. I'll be back for that in a minute. One thing I forgot to mention is that the reason I first go to my Beta Monkey drum loop collection is because they're always spot on. They're great grooves, and You can always work them. There's no errors, and they're just perfect loops every time. Never had a problem, and they cost, well, they're very, very, very economical. For about 29 bucks, you get a collection that you can use for years and years. And I've seen drum collections that that weren't even as good sell for 10 times as much. Okay? Anyway, so I've loaded my my drum loop from my laptop into this one here. Okay? You can hear it. It's a great groove. So now I'm going to try and come up with a bass line for it. And it's going to be in the key of E. Simple kind of funk line. In the key of E again. Something like that'll work. So let me go ahead and record that. Alright, here goes. 1, 2, 3. Start over again. I think I got a pretty good idea of how I want it to go. Alright, let's give this a whirl, shall we? Surely. I think that'll work. Sounds pretty cool. Let's see. Alright, so I'm going to massage it a little bit, see if I can't get it a little bit better, and I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so I finally got my beat together, my little loop, drums and bass, and I'm pretty much ready to go ahead and save that as an audio file, as a WAV file, so that I can later use it in one of my lessons to illustrate how a particular guitar part works in a future lesson. Alright, and this is how it sounds. There you go.